Hey everybody, this is Connor, and I just bought my son a green snake, and I wanted to sort of show the process we went through being new snake owners and new green snake owners from when we first got him through when we learned a little bit more and read a little bit more, and how we made some modifications to his habitat to make it a little bit better. So we first got him um, actually through mail order, so it was hard to find green snakes or garter snakes, which is what we originally wanted at a pet store. Most of them only carried the boas, king snakes, milk snakes, corn snakes. And I kind of wanted a more introductory snake for my son, which I guess you could argue that, a ball python or a corn snake would be fine, but we wanted something that wasn't going to grow up to 6 feet. We kind of wanted a 3 foot max snake. So this is Jake the Snake, named by my son. And we had just originally bought a standard terrarium set up at the pet store. So we went to PetSmart, got this set up. All there is the green felt mat, the tank itself, 10-gallon aquarium, and the lid with a heat lamp, and then an under cage heating pad that sticks to the left side of the cage. I didn't really get a full picture of the cage here, but um, it was sort of the bare minimum. It's like the bare minimum supplies you need to actually own a snake. But that wasn't really enough for me. So he's a little nervous, and you can notice his hiding spot over here wasn't the best. The light could get in. It wasn't a really big hiding spot. He can curl up in there, but he has to stay out of the light, and I didn't like that. So anyway, we went to. Oh, here's my son holding Jake. Now you'll notice we're still learning how to hold snakes. You don't want to let them dangle down like that, so working on that. There's Jake. He's really nice. He doesn't bite. He gets nervous and tries to get out of your hand really fast, but um, rarely do these green snakes bite in captivity. Now, this little guy was ordered online, like I said. He um, was supposed to come from Texas, where we live. The website said they were based in Texas, and then they ended up shipping him from Florida, which, okay, kind of frustrated me because I don't like moving species around the country. But we do have green snakes here in Texas, so I guess it's all right. And again, I'm sorry, I keep saying green snake. This is the rough green snake. So you'll see RGS acronym on some sites sometimes. That's the rough green snake. That's what this one is. The smooth green snake is smaller, and typically you don't domesticate or own one of those. But this is the rough green snake. Got him online. I think he's wild caught, which is sort of the second strike. Um, I prefer a captive bred snake because then they're not as nervous. But Jake seems to be doing okay, and he's eating all right. So just wanted to make his tank a little bit better. So I went to Home Depot and bought this Miracle-Gro Nature's Care organic potting mix. This was the potting mix that they had that had the least amount of chemicals and junk in it, and conserves water really well, which will help with the humidity level inside the cage, which you want a good humidity level for the snake. Got some sheet moss. We're going to use this to cover the hiding spot, and this was $4 or $5. I think this was about $4. And then some rocks. You want some rocks to allow your snake to rub against, especially when he's shedding. Now these were listed, or these were titled polished stone, which kind of worried me because I thought that they would be too smooth. You don't want rocks that are too smooth or too rough. But I actually took some out, looked at them, and you can tell they're not entirely smooth. Technically, yes, they're polished, but they do still have some rough spots that would be good for him to rub against. But they're not so rough that it'll hurt him. So that's good. Like you wouldn't want to put that volcanic rock, that has the porous holes and it's very sharp in the tank. That'd probably be a bad rock for him to rub against, and it wouldn't be really natural to his habitat. So this is the new setup. The heat lamp that came with the tank is right there on top, above the left side of the tank, and the left side on the bottom also has the heating pad. So the left side's the warm side, the right side's the cool side. You want about a 15-20 degree variance in temperature there. And I covered his coconut hiding spot with that moss. I'm probably going to add a little bit more coverage so he has a bigger shaded area. But we put the potting soil down first, the rocks in, and then the moss. So I think this will be a little bit more natural for him. He was exploring his new habitat when we first put him in there, and then he eventually found the little cave and went in it and has not yet come out. So I think he's enjoying it. I've got this water dish down here. I kind of want to get a new one that he can curl up in that one, but it's a little bit small. I'm also going to add some silk plants to this, some silk leaves, and put them in the corners, one on the left, one on the right. So he's got 2 hiding spots, and then I'll mist those leaves with a spray bottle every few days or every day, because it's better for snakes to get the water from the leaves or from their surroundings rather than go to a dish, drink water, come back. They don't really do that. So I may have a update to this video, and there may be a part 2 where you see a lot more foliage in here and a lot more coverage, and I might put a log in here, put some pieces of wood so he can climb around on. I've been reading that fake wood is actually better than real wood because it doesn't splinter. So I'm gonna have to research a little bit more about that. But for now, this is what we got.